Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, the place where we make fun of the morons we see out here on the road, a bit like this idiot who don't watch his wing mirrors, but I bet he's so dumb he sits on the TV to watch his sofa. Or what about this next smooth-brained dysfunctional twat, who proves that if you've got less electrical activity in your brain than a glass of water, then you still can be a useful part of society by giving drivers someone to swear at. And then, of course, there's always that special breed of two-wheel, two-brain cell moron who's got the high-vis, got the crash helmet, he's got all the gear, but definitely got no idea. He's the sort of bloke who only bought a high-visibility vest because he thought it'd help him see better. Here we go, mobile Battenberg cake, fully equipped with the chevrons of privilege. So accordingly, he's going to drive that sweatbox like a massive privileged Joe Blunt. Now, not all BMW drivers are bad or stupid, but we do see a hell of a lot of them on here. We definitely see patterns developing with this brand of motor vehicle, don't we? And here's a prime example. For no reason at all, he floors it, loses the back end and impales his vehicle into the railing there. If he gets any less intelligent, Nat Melt will chase a stick and dry hump a cushion. Now, all of us, when we drive, we all mess up now and again. We all make mistakes, don't we? But on the whole, we try and drive safely. Be a bit careful. Not that cretin there. 3 big mistakes there. Speeding, overtaking when that car was about to pull out, and that driver's dad not pulling out decades ago. This is in Bristol in a place called Fish Ponds apparently, and that's very fitting because we're definitely looking at some pond life level IQ right here. Seriously, you got to be a real unplugged slow cooker to get out your car, look at how it's parked there half on a zigzag and think, yeah, that's fine, yeah, that'll do, come on, let's go. Okay, so as we can see, Hubert's got to sit in this traffic queue because there's no room to filter safely and squeeze between the car and the traffic bollard there. But when you're a driver whose brain is as active as a TV what switched itself off after 4 hours due to inactivity, that's exactly the sort of driving you'd expect. See how wet that road is? Yeah, that ain't just wet, that's ice, sheet ice. I'm talking Torville and Dean level of slipperiness there. But matey in the car never got the memo about driving carefully when it's icy and slams straight into the lamppost there. And now, of course, the hapless individual wants to inspect and have a little steward's inquiry at the self-inflicted damage he's caused his car. Now, this Herbert knows how slippery that bit of road is, but where does he choose to get out and inspect the damage to his car? Yeah, that's right, that same deadly section was like sheet ice and goes down straight into the splits position. If brains and common sense was electricity, he's living off-grid, deep into the forest. So this is a one-way road, 2 lanes going in one direction. Pretty easy, not rocket science, I think you'll agree. Oh, but hang on a minute, I could be wrong, but it looks like Bob's having a near-death experience and he's being drawn mysteriously towards the light at the end of the tunnel. No, it's okay, Bob's okay. All it is a driver who's got the mental agility of a fridge freezer and whose head is there for only decorative purposes only has come down the one-way street the wrong way. We can all relax. Here we go, set of temporary traffic lights. And apparently, according to some people down in the comments, if it's a temporary traffic light, you don't have to stop when it's red. Yeah, imagine that. Oh, and there goes one of them there. Honestly, thick as a crusty loaf, some of this lot. Now, I don't know about you, but I always give way to trucks. Don't matter if they're in the right or the wrong. You'll always come off worse. But when you possess tyre pressure IQ 28 to 32, then roundabout etiquette and 44 tonnes of moving steel mean exactly the same as the contents of your skull. Absolutely nothing. Now, when it comes to letting people know that you've got the visual ability of a scared ostrich and you've got the mental sharpness of a worn brake pad, nothing beats the time-honoured method of slamming into a car that's directly in front of you. What a wazzock. It ain't just us limeys that have to put up with severely mentally disadvantaged drivers. They got plenty down in Australia too. Look at this one, overtaking on the double white line and approaching a junction. Some people are wise, he's just otherwise. Now, not all drivers have got brains that are as functional as a fish tank without glass. Some, like these pair of half-wits, have got brains that work really well. Yeah, about as well as a seized-up engine. Don't know about you, but for yonks, I've just been looking both ways before I go through green lights. This mug's having a laugh, eh? On the double yellow and the arse of the car sticking in the middle of the road. This is another one. God forbid they ever get in an accident and lose their head, but if it does, it'll only make an aesthetic difference. Guys, if you like what you've seen so far and I put a smile on your face, can you do me a little favour, please? Just hit that little like and subscribe button down below if you haven't done it already. Oh, and if the hype button comes up, can you press that as well? Because that helps me out as well. Thank you. Let's have a look at some more idiots. So from saps who don't know how to park, to non-readers in Mercedes who've got the mental prowess of a dung beetle. There he goes, doing his best to uphold the mantra of a lot of Merc drivers. The slower I am, the faster I go. So from a Burke in a Merc to a member of the Brainless Mental Wander Car Club, doing what BMW drivers do best, driving like a massive Joe Blunt, slams straight into that lamppost and goes into BMW default driver mode of still just keeping your foot down even though you can't go anywhere. But unfortunately for this half-baked cupcake, the police was very close behind and they didn't mess around getting him out of the vehicle either. That said, my only criticism of the police is that they should have sent in a K9 directly into the passenger's window of that BMW to subdue the driver and make sure he was safe. When you see his mugshot, I'll let you decide which was the worst crime, his driving or his Mr. Spock gimp fringe haircut. Now, like me, I know you'll be glad to hear that Cameron Sadiq, pronounced Cameron Sad IQ, of Amersham Road, High Wycombe, pleaded guilty to dangerous driving and was sentenced on the 5th of December last year, 2025, to only 14 months imprisonment, and he was only banned for 3 years and 7 months. Should have been a lifetime ban, in my opinion. That mug right there is so slow, it'd take him 5 minutes to boil a 3-minute egg. Oh, this is a really nice clip to see. Look, the first day of every month, what they do, they let all the little backwards delinquent village idiots out of the village for a day to showcase their riding abilities and just prove their worth to the local community. Bless their little cotton socks. Ah yes, the roundabout, the nemesis of many a backwards doofus. Keep your eye on that little white truck there who's got the trailer on with more planks in it than what we see on these videos. Changes his mind at the last moment and nearly takes out matey in a tossler. Do you ever feel like you're stuck in a rut sometimes? Well, let me tell you, it's better than being stuck in a ditch. Confidence level, 100. Common sense level, 2. Tyre grip level, same as common sense. Now, when you're driving down a little country road and visibility's not too good, the last thing you want to see is a 7.5-ton truck coming towards you on your side of the road. Seriously, you got to be some sort of low-capacity, half-charged battery to overtake a car there in a truck. Long queue of traffic, double white lines. You know exactly what that means, didn't you? Yeah. Some utter weapon in a full transit who's got the mental momentum of a derailed train is going to just overtake right the way to the end. That's exactly what it means. Ah yes, traffic lights. Pretty simple, not rocket science. The short version, red means stop, green means go. We've all got that, haven't we? Yeah. But unfortunately, there's some real blunt axes out there whose skulls contain less than an empty email inbox. That mug's brain is technically present, but functionally absent. Now, driving just like traffic lights is pretty straightforward. You go when it's clear, and you stop when you can't go. But he never got the memo about that. Yeah, that'd be a new spare wheel carrier then, please. If brains were petrol, this Uber idiot's running on fumes. Yeah, don't worry about them giveaway lines, eh? They're just optional, like most of the highway code these days to some people. Big white arrow on the road pointed in one direction. Wonder what that could mean. Could it possibly mean it's a one-way road? Yeah, very possibly it could. But when you've only got 3 brain cells and you need 1 to stand up straight and 2 to move your mouth and blink your eyes, then obviously comprehending what a one-way road is just out of your depth, really. Now, when you live in a strange twilight world, somewhere between insanity, backwardsness and permanent mental paralysis, then this is how you park your car in the housing estate there, literally in the middle of the road. So this is a pedestrian crossing. We all know how these work. When the light's red, you wait for people to cross, it goes green and then you move on again. But when your thought process moves as well as a lift was stuck between floors, then you're going to get confused and treat it as a zebra crossing. Well, that's it for this one, everybody. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. I'll put a playlist there on the right if you want to watch some more of my videos. Thanks to everyone who sent in clips. Have a fantastic weekend and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.